You'll notice you have two alphabets built into this machine, a solid block and an open block. Let's show you how you can put your name or a sequence of letters in the memory. Start off by touching Mem to open a memory. It has 30 spaces available, so plan your sentences accordingly. But like happy birthday, happy Valentine's Day, any of the holidays, or adding a date to a quilt would be an awesome way to do it. First, touch the A button. It's going to show you which style of alphabet has been selected. If you touch it again, you'll get the open block. So I'm going to start off with the sampling of the regular lettering. If you use the arrows to the right or to the left of A, you will get the whole alphabet, A, B, C, D. I'm going to just hold my finger down on the button until we get past X, Y, Z, so you can see what comes next. Yes, you're going to get into the different European symbols for alphabets, but then you get to numbers, 1, 2, 3. After 9 and 0 is the space. People always ask, where's that space? So it looks like an underscore. That is the space. You also have a dash and other punctuation. As you go through, then you'll get back to the beginning of the alphabet, A, B, C. So let's go ahead. If you're spelling out, let's spell out Bernina. Pick your first letter, B, and put it into memory. Mem, enter. Tells me I have 29 spaces left. To bring the alphabet back up, go ahead and touch the arrow to the right or to the left, whichever direction your next letter is, and find the next letter. E, Mem, enter. Find the R. Go back, R, Mem, enter. N, Mem, enter. I, Mem, enter. N, Mem, enter. And I'm going to cheat. I'm going to touch A, but don't touch it so you get the open block. Touch it again. But you're back at the beginning of the alphabet. And Mem, enter. Okay, so I have 23 spaces left. That means I got all my letters in there. If I start to sew, which I'm going to, it's going to just go ahead and start sewing Bernina, Bernina, Bernina over and over. So anytime during your sequence, turn on your pattern end and then go ahead and stitch. It's showing you which letter it's stitching at any given time. So I know approximately when I'm getting towards the end. There's the I, N, A, and then it will stop because I told it I only wanted it to sew at one time. All right. What we got, and there's our Bernina. Now, do you notice how I kind of went up on the side? This is why I always draw a line when I'm actually sewing it on a project, or have something to follow, whether it's the edge of your presser foot along the edge of your fabric, but otherwise, none of us really sew straight without us having something to follow. So draw the lines, and then you'll have it. You can also combine letters and decorative stitches. So to clear out the memory, we're touching clear with one finger and touching Mem with the other one. That clears out everybody. I'm going to turn off pattern end, but we could go ahead and let's say I wanted to do I space heart space my Bernina. I could go ahead and put that in. So I could start off by doing I, got our letters going. I, Mem, enter. Do you remember where the space is? I'm actually going to go back to A and then come this way. There's my space right by the 0. Mem, enter. I, space. And if I do heart, like the actual heart, I want to do stitch number 40. Number sign 40. So you can just add whatever you want in here. And then we'll bring up the alphabet again and then find the space. Give a little space between everybody. And then I can bring out to my M. Wouldn't that be fun to add to different projects? Filling that in as you wish. I love my, you tell me, what do you love? All right, we'll just do I heart my so you can see and then you can add in. All right, once again, pattern end. So I just get it one time, it doesn't repeat. It's showing me it's doing the heart right now, then the space, and then my. And then it will stop. Sometimes people ask me, do I trim away the little stitches below? Traditionally, no, they're going to come loose later, so just leave everything connected when you do the sewn letters. If you want to save what you have in memory, just touch the Mem button to close it down, and it will return you back to the regular stitch. And you can turn the sewing machine off, turn it back on. A year later, it will still be there. Touch the mend button, and then use the arrows on the top row to scroll through. And then you'll go, oh yeah, I remember what I had in there now. I heart my, and whatever I wanted to fill in. And you can arrow back. And then turn it off again, and you're ready to sew.